can see that for the Rhino.
Really?
I like the Rhino is just like a bear that needs a hug.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like angry all the time, and either he's angry or he's like sad and depressed.
Mm.
But he never gets to like be himself, and everyone sees him and expects him to be. He got the whole horn, which is like
Hmm.
a symbol for like penetrating.
I'm so tired of you. Um,
Everybody expects him to penetrate everything, and he's just like, I just want someone to hold me and let me know that it's okay to not have to penetrate things.
and I would give him that
I want
hug.
someone to I want someone to release me from that burden. Jared, how's your week been? It's been 2 weeks. Are you still feeling sick? Are you still allergic to Valentine's Day, or have you gotten over it?
We've
Look
had
like you got a haircut. Is that a fresh cut?
yes, I got it yesterday.
Yes, sir. You
And
got a
we've had
date?
a no, not at all.
Uh,
I
all
just
right. You got
wanted
some.
to stop feeling like a wolf man.
Okay. You got some cutty though.
No, not at all.
Mhm. All
Um,
right.
I uh okay, we have had a whole episode in between me being sick for Valentine's Day. Um, so yeah, I've been sick for 2 weeks now. This week, I started this week waiting very patiently for Final
Mhm.
Fantasy VII. That meant rewatching Avatar, the animated series. I
Mm.
started season 2 of Kanan, of the whole Power trilogy thing. Do you watch the whole Power thing?
I stopped watching Power. Yeah, I think I stopped watching it with the first one.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, I think I watched a little. No, no, I stopped watching it after like the first like thing they had, and then I don't even think I finished it.
Um,
Well, I think because I know Tariq kills Ghost at some point, but I never saw that in the show.
mhm. That was like season 4 or
I
something.
saw I did see the little girl get killed though.
Oh yeah, that was like, yeah, very sad. Um, but yeah, I just been doing that. Then finally, Final Fantasy 7 2-B, that's what I'm calling it, came out, and I'm loving this game. This game has everything I want in it that Final Fantasy 16 did not have. And if you remember, Final Fantasy 16 was my biggest disappointment of last year, I think. Did Final Fantasy 16 win that one?
I don't did Final Fantasy win something in the Jardo Awards or like an actual
Yeah, the
video game award?
Jardo Awards.
I don't think so. I think you like might maybe honorable mentioned it.
Oh, I definitely, it was definitely nominated. It was most definitely nominated. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII will be on my best game nomination for 2024 this year. Um, but that's really all I've been doing is sinking my teeth dead into Final Fantasy 7 to dash B. But I did watch this horror slash sci-fi movie. So
Hmm.
let me just put you on to it. It is called Parallel. It is a horror slash uh sci-fi movie that has to do with alternative dimensions. And it stars an all black cast. Danielle Deadweiler, Edwin Hodge, and Aldous Hodge are in this movie. They all play phenomenal, very phenomenal roles, and they are very good. You may remember Danielle Hodge as um the mother in Till. She was in The Devil to Pray. She was in a very iconic role in Atlanta. So yeah, she is a phenomenal actress and she did a phenomenal job in this movie.
Hmm.
Basically, it's just those three. It's one house in the woods, and a lot of weirdness goes on in this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It pulled me away from Final Fantasy VII, and I looked at it and I looked at, the ratings and the stars by it, and it wasn't good. So I said, let me just see what Black people are doing. Let me see if I will like this movie. And I did. I loved it. I really did love it. So sometime y'all have got to check out Parallel. It's a really, really good movie. Had a predictable ending, but the ride there was phenomenal. So uh watch Parallel and play Final Fantasy VII. But DeMarcus, are you still playing Baldur's
You
Gate?
said you have been playing the new Final Fantasy,
Yes, I have.
and you said it's been okay. It's
No,
been
it's been phenomenal.
okay, okay. Give us more, Jared. Give us.
So the big thing about this Final Fantasy is the amount of side quests, and that is the part that
Mm.
I
I thought
am.
that's always been a part of Final Fantasy, like side quests.
Well, Final Fantasy 7-2A didn't have a lot of side quests. It was very linear. It was in Midgard, but the
Hmm.
story, what took 3 hours in the original 1997 story took a
Hmm.
whole disc in Final
Mm.
Fantasy.
But wasn't the original Final
Remake.
Fantasy like 3 or 4 discs?
It was 3 discs back in 97, but just CDs, not DVDs. So,
Yeah.
um, and the last disc, it didn't have a lot of game data on it because there were so many movies. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, Final Fantasy VII has so many amazing side quests that you can do. And I have just been going in, I do the story, and like the story is very, very interesting. It's a wild ride. I've been on a cruise in the main story, but the side quests in this story are phenomenal. I love going in the side quests. I love going to a new area in this world,
Hmm.
finding all the side quests, doing them. Like I find myself like spending hours and hours on these side quests, just putting on a podcast, going around the map and doing everything that needs to be done. So yeah, nowhere near finished. I think I'm on chapter 6, about to be chapter 7. But yeah, I am thoroughly, thoroughly enjoying this game.
Okay. I think I want to get it. I want to play it.
Hmm?
I want to play the Final Fantasy because it's the first one was what reloaded, recoded, re something,
Rebirth, re something. This
rebirth.
one is
Mm.
Rebirth? I don't know what's the first one called? Remake. Duh. The first one was
Remake.
remake, and then this one is Rebirth.
Mm.
And I think the
Yeah,
third one's
but I
gonna
mean,
be Reunion. Because they've
clever.
said reunion a lot in this game so far.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. I like it.
Yeah. So why are you interested in playing Final Fantasy VII? Like, I didn't know that you like JRPGs,
What's the J stand for?
Japanese. So
I do like
RPGs,
RPGs.
I mean, I know you like Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate, but Japanese RPGs are like different.
Yeah, they be hella long. They be
Hmm.
hella long. I play a lot of Japanese RPGs. I was playing Dragon Age. Um,
That's not a JRPG.
no, it's not. What is it?
Mm. That's made by BioWare, the same people that make Mass Effect.
So is it not an RPG because it's made by BioWare?
It is an RPG. It's not a
You just said it's
JRPG. I
not
said it's
an
not a
RPG.
JRPG.
Yeah. Um, did I say Dragon Age or did I say Dragon Quest?
You said Dragon Age.
I meant Dragon Quest. Sorry.
Mm,
That's my
okay.
bad. That's
Okay,
my
so
bad.
Dragon Quest 11?
I think that's the one I was playing. The last one I was playing. That's like the newest one, right?
Yeah, I think so. The Marcus Dragon Quest 11. Uh, okay, so if you didn't make it through Act 1 of Baldur's Gate 3, you're not gonna make it through Dragon Quest 11. It is a
Well, I
very
mean, I feel like
good
I'm almost
game.
done. I'm at least halfway. I'm more than halfway. Like
No, you're
we
not.
got the little rainbow feather thing, the little rainbow leaf.
Okay, let me tell you, and I tell this to everybody I talk about this game with. It's not a spoiler alert. I watched the credits roll 3 times to get to the ending. I didn't play again. It's no new game plus. The story just keeps going and going and
Mhm.
going. So, and then like me, if you have to get every collectible, if you have to maximize your characters, it takes a while, DeMarcus. It takes a long while to
Mm.
complete that game.
Well, I did finish the first disc of Die Hack GU.
Mm,
I finished it a while ago, and now I need to just like max out my guild before I move on to the next disc because I want my guild to be like maxed out before I move on.
mm.
Because they take your save data and like input it in the next game. Um, but yeah, I do enjoy JRPGs and RPGs in general. My only thing is like I don't have time for like the 200-hour game anymore.
Mhm.
Um, that's why I really enjoy what's the game called? Last Jedi Survivor,
Mm.
because it's real. It can be real quick. It's real streamlined. I feel like I move through that game a lot faster than I do uh Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or even Dot GU, because that's like a JRPG.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, but I really enjoy the stories. And so I have like long games where I like play them because I like the story, and then I try to have like short games where I play them because I can finish them.
Mhm.
But a lot of times with those long ones, I like end up putting them down, and I never come
Never
back
pick it
around
back
to
up.
it.
Mhm. So, so you have interest in playing Final Fantasy 7 2-B, or you want to go in and do the first one?
I'm playing the first one already.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
I have
that.
it.
This is
Yeah,
this is the first I've heard of that. I didn't know.
I've been saying I have this game. I've said it on at least 3 podcast episodes, at least 3, and I'm talking about this year.
No, no, you
Yes,
haven't.
and I know I said it a bunch last year because that's when I feel like last year I was like playing it a lot.
Are you sure?
I'm 110% sure. We can go back and look at the episodes, my nigga.
Okay, okay. I'll do that. I'll do that.
But
But
anyway, you asked how I've
how
been
has
doing.
this your week been?
I've always been pretty good, pretty chill. Can't really complain. I went and saw Demon Slayer last night.
Oh my God, I've
It's
heard
good.
horrible things about that movie.
It's good. It's good.
It's a recap, and then they don't do nothing but talk
They
to him
give
in
you
the
like
hospital.
20 minutes of new shit after like this hour-long movie.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, yeah. So it's if you're going into the movie because you want to see something new, you're gonna be disappointed.
I
It's
mean,
not
that's
gonna
why
be
you
like
paid $20 to see something new.
well, I have Movie Pass, so I paid
I
$10 and I
mean,
still have 2 movies left to watch this month. Um, so I'm gonna go see Doom Part 2 with the rest of that. And I'm probably gonna see that today, sometime tonight. But
so what's your review of the Demon Slayer movie? Because I've only
it's
heard bad things. Who
it's
saw it?
good.
You may
It is
remember who.
objectively good. Now, if you're like me and you haven't watched Demon Slayer since the last season ended, you're gonna enjoy it because you're gonna go in, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, I remember this. I forgot about this. Like all this stuff's happening. Love it, love it, love it." But it's not gonna give you anything new. Like the first Demon Slayer movie.
That sounds horrible.
Hold on now. The first Demon Slayer movie, like the Mugen Train, like I think it was like all new shit. Um, and it seems like with this movie, they heard the feedback from the first one, like, oh, like this is just the first 2-3 episodes of the next season, and they said, okay, bet we'll give you 2 episodes from the last season and 1 episode from this next season, so you'll still be surprised when we air the series. I don't know which one is better. I think I think the first one is better because I was like, it was all new, and I'm like, ooh, this is new, this is new, this is new. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Versus I've seen a lot of this, but like I said, I still enjoyed it because I hadn't seen it since the last season stopped airing. Now I know
So
some people who like they'll watch an anime and then they'll rewatch the season as soon as it's done, and then they'll rewatch it once it's dubbed. And so, like, if you're one of those kind of people where you're like seeing it over and over again, if you've seen it like 3 times at this point, it's not gonna be nothing special for you. You can skip it. But yeah, it's definitely one for the fans. Like you're going to enjoy something you already know.
so they said that the recap starts before Mugen Train. So it's just a recap of his
I
whole
mean, it
life.
gives you it gives you like a quick, like maybe the first 5, 10, maybe
No.
maybe even 15. No, I would say like first like 10 minutes of the movie. It's just like
Oh
a recap of
no.
what all of Demon Slayer is. Because you got to think they're making this movie for people to jump into it.
They're making a
You know what I'm
sequel for
saying?
people to jump into. A
Yeah,
sequel
yeah. They wanted
based
to be a
on
one-stop shop.
based on a series.
They want people like us to take our friends to go see this Demon Slayer movie, and they don't have to watch the entire first, 2, 3 seasons or 4 seasons, however many it's been. So it's good. I enjoyed it, but it's not spectacular. I would if you when does the next Demon Slayer season come out? Like later this year, right?
Yeah, later this year.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can wait for the new season to start airing, you can skip it.
I'm
If you just
definitely
miss Demon
waiting.
Slayer and you just want to see something, it's good enough.
I'm
I would give
definitely
it a I
waiting.
would give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay. A 6 out of 10 for
Maybe a
1 hour
five,
and
but
10 minutes of recap and in 20
a
minutes.
5 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, because I was enjoying it. I was in there, had me a little beer in the theater. I was having a good time.
Did you go by yourself?
I go to a lot of movies by myself now, and I got this movie pass because I be trying to, because I want to go to the movies and use my movie pass, and I don't think either they just released like you can have a buddy, or they don't either, or they still don't do the buddy yet. And so yeah, like I ain't trying to pay for nobody else's ticket.
Um, how is pool going?
Well, it's going well. I didn't play last Monday, and then the team still lost. So,
Golly,
yo, I know. So I'm about to go play. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play tomorrow. Um, yeah. I'm gonna play tomorrow, and I feel like I've been playing the best pool of my life since last Monday. Since I lost 2 Mondays ago.
and this is
Um,
because of the drinking that you're doing with playing it, or
oh well, I don't drink in the office most
oh.
days. Um, yeah, well, I think it's because like I feel like I have a point to prove now because I lost 4 matches in a row, and I'm just like I'm not gonna let this stand. And when I go to tournaments and stuff, when I go to like actual matches, I am gonna like try to have a shot at the beginning, be drinking the whole time, that kind of deal.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm trying not to get belligerent, but who knows?
good luck tomorrow. Um, okay, I think that's all the recap. DeMarcus, before we start your game, I actually want to play a game right now.
Well, yours can be the game for the episode.
No, no. My game is very
No?
short. My game is extremely short. Do you have a game?
Okay. Huh?
Do you have a game?
I was trying to get one ready, and I'm not liking the way it's shaping up.
All right. So
I might try to do something different. But we can do your game now. Get into the topic.
BGE commercial?
Well, how
It's
about
Jared
this?
here.
Let's,
Before we go more in depth with our geeky discussions, I want to talk to you about something important.
For this episode,
Life's an epic quest,
I'll just
full of
revamp
twists and
it.
turns.
I was just gonna do
But guess
one,
what? We got a
then
partner for you in this adventure.
a whole bunch.
You heard
Okay,
it right.
so let's go to commercial break.
Will connect you
I'll
with
do
a
the
licensed
game,
therapist who gets it.
for this
Whether you're
episode,
battling real
and then we
life
can do
feelings
time.
or just need someone to chat with,
All right.
BetterHelp is your quest guide.
Well,
So,
let's
fellow
go to a
geeks, go to
commercial break,
betterhelp.com
and
slash
let's get
BGE
right
pod.
back with,
As a listener, you
today's
get
episode of
10%
Black
off your
Geek
first
Energy.
month. That's betterhelp.com slash BGE pod. Because leveling up your mental health is just as important as saving the universe. Better help, because even heroes need support.
All right, DeMarcus. So I'm doing the game today.
Okay. I
Insert
feel like that's real
applause.
disrespectful because the game's my thing, but all right.
Is disrespectful? Did you say it's disrespectful?
I mean, I feel like it. I feel like it. We didn't discuss this beforehand. This is just you're springing this on me.
I mean, no. I want to do it just a little quick thing before, but then it turned into this whole thing. So okay.
Let's do it, Jared.
All right. I'm doing the game today, so cue the applause. And the game is I'm gonna put 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds.
15 seconds on the clock. You are going to have to name 5 somethings in those 15 seconds.
Name what am I naming?
I'm not telling you.
Am I naming LGBT
no, you're not.
anime characters?
No, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, you can.
I got that.
That could be one. Who knows?
I
Who knows? I'm making this up as a
I know gay people.
Okay. Yeah. we will see. Okay, so
wait, Jared, I'm scared now.
Are you ready, DeMarcus?
No, I'm not. I'm not. You haven't explained all the rules.
No, that is the rule. You're gonna have 15 seconds to name.
I have 15
something.
seconds to name something. What
name
is the
5 somethings? You'll see.
This is the part where you explain the rules before we start the game.
That is the rules.
Go ahead. All right, I'm ready, I guess.
You sure? Okay, when I say go, I'm starting my clock on my timer, and then you can't go back. So are you sure you're ready?
I don't know what I'm naming yet, so I feel like this is cheating because when you start the timer, you're gonna have to explain what I'm naming. I'm gonna lose like 5 seconds.
No. I'm gonna tell you what you have to name. I'm gonna say go, and I'm gonna press start on the timer. Okay.
So you're just gonna be like, name 5 trucks, go.
Yeah, but not like that aggressively. I'm just gonna say, blah blah blah, go. Okay.
Go ahead, Jed.
All right. So DeMarcus, name for me 5 comic book or anime characters who do not use electricity. Go.
Superman, Wonder Woman, Gojo.
Black.
You didn't say black.
Okay.
This is why I told you I had to explain all the rules in the fucking beginning.
Okay, starting again. Name 5 black superheroes or anime characters who do not use electricity. Go.
Now I gotta think.
No, go. 14.
No, Jerry. You done screwed up the game.
11.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready now.
Oh my God.
Okay. 5. Go ahead. Explain it again.
Name 5 superhero or supervillain, anime or comic book characters who don't use electricity. Go. Black ones.
All right. Luke Cage, the Black Superman. Let's see who else.
7 seconds.
The boy, the rapping dude from Naruto. His 2 sidekicks. 5.
You said the rapping dude from who?
Naruto, the eight tails, and then his 2 partners. Boom.
You could have said the lock guy from My Hero Academia. You could have said Zach from Power Rangers.
I know, but I said the ones that I had on top of mine.
All right. Let's do this again. I'm not gonna do this by race, but 15 seconds is gonna be on the clock. You didn't get your 1 point, and let's just go to 5 points. Let me write these.
I did get the 1 point off of the
no,
first.
You didn't, because
why not? I named 5 black folks that don't use electricity.
You didn't name 5 black folks.
I did. Do I have to name them by name?
No. You got 3. I'll give you 3.
What about his 2 sidekicks?
No, I'm not gonna give you his 2 sidekicks.
What about?
I'm not gonna give you his 2 sidekicks. That's
the front door.
That's
Jerry,
not fair.
Where is my rolling papers? All right, we can finish this game, and then I'm gonna have to go grab thinking medicine.
Okay, name 5 superhero or anime teams that,
Teen,
yes, or anime teams that do
not
not,
teenagers.
no, not teenagers,
Okay.
that do not have headquarters. Go.
That do not have headquarters.
Yes.
Teams that don't have headquarters. That's a tough one. I don't
5
know.
seconds.
I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm not getting this point because I don't know.
Oh my God. DeMarcus, you read comics, you watch these shows,
I
you
do.
watch anime. The
I do. Most
Defenders
of the
don't
folks
have a
I read got
headquarters.
headquarters. Shoot. The Runaways.
They have a house. It's abandoned.
Everybody has a headquarters. Everybody has
Not
like
the
a central meeting
Defenders, not
place.
the
Not
Great
the
Lakes
who?
Avengers, not the Outsiders.
Yes, they do.
Where's the Outsiders headquarters?
It's outside.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
These are encapsulating movies. So when I say superheroes, it's just fictional characters. All right. So let's do that. Fictional characters.
Wider,
right?
wider. It's wider. Okay, bet.
It's wider. All right, here we go. Name 5 fictional mentors who are not from Earth. Go.
Not from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
John Jones. Superman. Let's see. Ego.
That's it.
That's
Who is Ego the mentor of?
fucking Star-Lord.
Are you serious?
What are we
Are
doing?
you okay? You mean in the movie?
You said movies. Did you not say movies?
Okay. You mean in the movie, the dad who tried to kill him was his mentor.
He definitely taught him a bunch of shit before that. We didn't say all mentors. You didn't say name good mentors. You just said name mentors.
Okay.
And 15 seconds is not enough time.
Even no, you can. Okay. Do I need to make it 20 seconds? Because
no, you've already established the rules for this game. So this is what we're going with. I'm just saying, even if we turn this around, you wouldn't be able to do this, Jared.
Yes, I would.
Go ahead. Let's go. Is there another one?
Yes, there is another one. Okay.
All right.
This one should be a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Name 5 superhero, not fictional characters. 5 superheroes whose alter ego can be described as, okay, let me take that back. Whose okay.
He ain't even got his rules ready. His categories
or
ready,
supervillains.
This is why Jared don't do
supervillains who has a doctorate. Go.
Wait. 5 superheroes or supervillains that have a doctorate?
Yes, go.
Dr. Manhattan, Batman, John Jones, again. Let's see, who else has a doctorate? Wonder Woman has a doctorate.
That's it.
Okay.
You could have said Doom, Richards, Hank.
I mean, I'm sure it's easy from your side when you're running the game.
Okay, but can I just ask you, was okay, Dr. Manhattan was, and who else did you say? Did Batman go to college?
Batman has like hella degrees. He's educated for no reason.
I know he went to like assassin school around the world. Did he go to college?
Let's see. Does Batman have any degrees?
Yeah.
Has 5 degrees. Okay. Criminal science, forensics, computer science, chemistry, and engineering.
All right. So does he have a doctorate?
Oh, Jesus.
All right. You're
good old internet. Give us the answer.
All right. DeMarcus, it's okay. I mean, you weren't gonna get it anyway. I just didn't know about
Mm.
Batman.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
Batman
just
got
gonna do
some-
two more because
All right, two
you're
more.
not
I'm
doing
ready.
good in this game. We're gonna just do two more. Okay. Name, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Name 5 superheroes who have not been a part of a team. Go.
5 superheroes who have not been a part of a team.
Yes, go.
Um, let's go with. This is tough. Uh, the speedster guy. The young one, not the old one. In Marvel,
Who
not
who is
DC.
the speed Quicksilver?
uh, no, the young one, not the old one. Quicksilver's old.
Speed?
Is that his
Wicked's
name? Speed?
brother?
Yes, that one.
He was a young Avenger.
Was he? Goddamn. Let's see. You're ruining this game because now you're giving feedback while I'm trying to think of answers. You're supposed to let me get all my answers out, and then you decide which ones are wrong.
You
So
were
you messed this one up.
no, the time was over.
Was it? Was it? Because I feel like you interrupted me, so I should get that one by default.
The time was over. All right. Last one. Last one. I like this game because
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I like this game. like like I have a couple more.
Mhm.
Okay, can I do like two more and then the last one,
Yeah,
please?
we got time for 2 more. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Name this one should be very, very, very easy. Name 5 superhero teams.
Mm.
Are you typing this in?
Mm-mm. No, I'm adding this game to our list so we can bring it back
Okay.
later.
Name 5 superhero teams that have members that are not human. Go.
Justice League, Teen Titans, Young Justice, the Avengers, and the Young Avengers.
Okay. Some have
That one's
robots.
easier because every team has members that are human.
Yeah. Some have robots and yeah. Very good. You got one. You got one.
One that
Okay.
actually made sense.
Name 5 superheroes
Mm-hmm.
who started out or became villains. Go.
Magneto, Charles Xavier, Angel, Jean Grey, and let's say Superman.
How was okay. Okay, time's up.
Okay.
How was Superman a villain?
We have the whole Injustice League. Come on, bro.
Oh, okay. Not the main one. Okay. Okay, good. And okay. Adding in Charles Xavier there. Okay. I'm gonna do
I knew you would take that one.
okay. All right. Okay. Um, last one.
Mm.
Name
Now see how
5
you said 2 more, and now we on number 3. Let's go.
because the other 2 I got are kind of hard. So
Mm-hmm.
name 5 superheroes or anime characters that are a part of the LGBT community. Go.
Bro. We got your boy Alan. I can't remember his superhero name, but
7 seconds.
okay. The Ray, shoot. Wonder Woman. Not Scarlet Witch. Jean Grey and Storm.
Jean. Okay. Jean and Storm aren't a part of that community.
Storm definitely be kissing women.
I don't remember her
Jean Grey just be
kissing.
kissing everybody.
No, I definitely I can give you Storm, but I can't give you Jean Grey. I mean, yeah, I can give you Storm because Storm likes to be free. I can't give you Jean Grey at all. Rachel Grey is actually in a relationship with Psylocke right now, but Jean can't give you that. Like you could have said Iceman,
I could have, but he didn't come to mind. Jean Grey did.
Jean Grey, the Grey Outer. But yeah, five gay superheroes or anime characters goes right in line with today's topics of gay representation, the LGBT community, in our favorite forms of media,
Let's
asking
talk
the
about the
questions
queers. What? Are we not talking about queer people on this episode?
like I feel that you just said a slur. But
Is that like saying let's
anyways,
talk about the blacks?
I mean, but we both are black. DeMarcus, as our resident straight person on the
Hmm.
podcast,
So I can't say queer.
it just sounds weird. It's
It
like
sounds weird when I say queer.
it's like when a white person says Negro. It's just very cringy.
And that only sounds weird because it's not 1970.
I mean, it would sound weird in 1972. I
and,
mean, also, but
and uh I think white people just make it weird when they have to say black people because they always hesitate. And I'm like, that's making it weird. Had you just not hesitated and said black people, I would be like, cool. I would have perked up, but I wouldn't have been like, oh, that's weird. So I'm always be like, what you about to say? All right,
so
let's talk about
so as our resident straight
the
person, let me just
LGBT
ask you,
community.
are members of the LGBT community, in your opinion, are we taking
Mhm.
over all the media?
Taking over? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's still like hella shit that I watch and read or whatever that's like got no gay people in it. So nowhere
Wow.
near taking over, but a
Do
lot
you
more
read do
representation.
you read Nazi propaganda?
No, I don't read Nazi propaganda. Why would I read Nazi
I mean,
propaganda?
anything that doesn't have LGBT representation is like Nazi propaganda nowadays.
Really? So would we say that about Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy had a gay person. The
Which one?
person who well, first Cloud cross-dressed and he had to
Does that
dance.
make him gay though?
Well, I'm not saying that he's gay. He had to dance in the remake of the game, and the person who was leading that dance is a part of the LGBT community. So, yeah.
Okay. Let me think of a better example. Will we say that about will we say that about the Batman movies?
Yes, that is Nazi propaganda. Most definitely. Most definitely. Talking about capitalism,
Hmm.
talking,
Hmm.
Batman is not the person that you want your children to be like. And yeah, yeah. In the
Okay.
Nazi, I mean, in the
I
Batman
don't I don't think
comics,
just because there are no I don't think the absence of queer people in a production makes it Nazi propaganda, but apparently you do, and we'll leave it at that.
I mean, I don't either. I don't either. Um, at first I was just making a joke, but I really
Will
think
we
that
say that about Demon
Batman.
Slayer? We were talking about that earlier. Will we say that about Demon Slayer? I didn't see any gay. I haven't seen any gay people in Demon Slayer
I think
yet.
that some of those girls are gay, but then they didn't talk
You
about it at
think,
all.
you
Yeah,
speculate,
yeah.
you don't know.
I don't know. I don't
And
know.
what is that? What I'm sure there's like a rule or a saying around that in a community, like you don't speculate somebody's orientation, correct?
No, that's
What?
not a rule that I know. You can speculate all you want to.
Oh nah.
Is that a rule? Do
You
you
don't
know something
assume,
I
man.
don't? Mm-mm. You
You
can
don't
always
assume.
speculate.
Mm-mm.
You can always
That must be because you're
speculate.
still in the South.
What you say?
That must be because you're still in the South. Is my mic on? Did you?
No, it's very low. But no, I don't think that that's the thing anywhere. I think you can always speculate. But yeah, so you don't see a problem with gay people in comic books or anime. So let me just ask you, do you have a favorite gay person in these shows or movies or comics that you actually look for, like, yay, he's here? Or anything
Mm,
like that?
I I feel like I have seen gay people in comics and anime that I did really enjoy. I can't say I have a favorite because of what I really want from a gay person in media is to be like, or in comic books and stuff, like, is to be like out out gay and like proud about it. You know what I'm saying? And like not like, because I feel like a lot of times like gay people are written, it's like, oh, like they're gay, but it's like this like sub storyline where like most people don't know what's happening and they're like figuring it out on their own off to the side. It's like this B plot that's somewhere else. I want to see the gay person in like anime and stuff that's like, yo, Superman ass is looking fat today.
Now, Iceman is like that.
I don't see him a lot though. I don't see him a lot.
Well, he just had his own comic book series, and just me personally, I read the Ultimate stories,
Mm-hmm.
and Superman. I'm not Superman. Iceman is really the most out person in all of Marvel comics.
Okay, bet.
He goes to clubs. He goes to those street parties in
Yeah.
Castro. He is waving his gay flag all around. He sleeps around and he got a boyfriend. He is,
Whoa.
yeah, he's the gayest
He is the
person
gayest of the gay.
in Marvel now.
Uh-huh.
But I think that you would like him. Um, but I think that the best relationship, and I like to hear yours. Um, the best relationship is in DC Comics. Actually, it is with Moon Knighter, and who
Moon
is
Knight? Or is there
no?
someone
He's
called
like
Moon Knighter?
Apollo and Moon Knighter.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo is this
Midnighter, you mean?
Midnighter. I'm dumb. Midnighter, not Moonlight.
I'm like, Moon Knighter? Who is
Yeah,
that?
Apollo and Midnighter. So Apollo has these sun powers where he can channel the sun's energy to heat and fly and do all these things a la Superman. And Midnighter is this assassin who kills people, and he can, with the computers in his head, he can predict the um, probability of your actions when he's finding you. So their relationship is one that I really, really, really look forward to seeing. We don't get to see it that often because they
Mm-hmm.
are, they're not on a main superhero team. I think they were bigger in the 90s, but
Mm-hmm.
because they aren't on a main superhero team, we don't get to see them often, if at all. And I really don't even think, well, now I know with the new 52, Midnighter and Superman have been together on teams, but yeah, I just wish that we could see them more often.
Yeah, and that's my thing. And that's why I feel like I don't have a favorite because I don't see anyone enough, at least in the stuff that I'm reading. And right, to be fair, right now I'm only reading X-Men, like Fall of X stuff, Green Lantern stuff, and Bishop War College. Yeah, that's all I'm reading right now. So it's real narrow spectrum for me to find that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I like to see I like to see gay folks in the comics. I like to see y'all waving y'all flag. You know what I'm saying? I like
Now,
representation. It don't bother me none.
two of my first LGBT characters
Yeah.
before Noah's Ark, Fox Kids, Saturday Morning. First of all, it was Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
They, even though
Because
in
lesbians are always more accepted than
Exactly. I mean, even though in America they were cousins, I knew at my young tender age of 8 or 6 or whatever, I mean, them were kissing cousins.
I
They
wasn't even thinking about that like 8 and 10 for real. Like I feel like at 8 and 10 years old, it's like maybe it's because we're on different ends of the spectrum. Like I was just figuring out what I'm attracted to. So like, you know what I'm saying? When they did their little transformations, I was like, I was like, this is doing a little something for me. But I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
yeah,
I just know if they take off this little color
color
overlay.
filter. Wow. Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus, it was very obvious that they were in a relationship. I didn't know about the Japanese. I back then I didn't even know that Sailor Moon came from Japan. I just thought it was another cartoon. So
Mm.
I didn't know any of that stuff. So I'm just watching this show and I'm like, they are really close for some odd reason. And I like it. But my first gay people in a relationship, gay men in a relationship, excuse me, was in this other anime called Card Captor
Sakura?
Sakura. Do
Oh,
you remember the show?
Card Captor Sakura?
Yeah. Did
Why do
I
you
say
mispronounce
Sakura?
these names, Jared? Quick side note, why do you mispronounce so many of these names? Like you've been watching anime for as long as I've been watching anime, probably
Right.
longer. And so
Right.
you've heard these names pronounced hundreds of times. So I feel like you should have a foundation of like how the Japanese language works, or it's not just Japanese names you mispronounce. You was just calling Midnighter Moonnighter. What
Yeah.
is with you in names? Do you just not care what people's names are? Is that something?
It's not that I
Is that
don't
like a
care.
self-centered kind of thing, or narcissistic kind of thing?
It's not that I don't care because I mean,
You
you know
mispronounce
that
Durante's name all the time, and he's like one of your best
exactly.
friends.
I have this thing with names. I'm not good with names. It's not
I feel like that's an
diagnosed.
excuse.
You think so?
Because I hear a lot of people say they're not good with
I mean
names, and it's
that's no
like,
reason for. I mean that's my answer for your question. So,
okay, I'll take it,
but in Card Captor Sakura, my first gay people that I really liked was Toya Kinomoto and Yukuto Tsukihiro, and they were really together. They were close, and I loved watching them. I would write Toya and Yukito on my notebooks all the time. I would try to draw them. That was very short lived, but they were my first real relationship that I was looking at it like, yeah, they're together. I like it. I'm rooting for them. Like for every person, I think that you really find this relationship and you like, I would like to emulate that. And that was the relationship for me that I was like, well, the first one I was like, wow,
mm.
I really want to emulate those guys.
And
But
that
yeah,
was what were the names again?
Toya and Yukito.
Toya and Yukito.
Did you watch Cardcaptor?
Sakura? Yes, I
Yeah.
did. But I don't remember. Oh, I mean, I guess one of these guys kind of looks familiar. Like the short-haired one with the golden hair.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. Cool. I can't remember who my first, like definitely Sailor Moon with Uranus and Jupiter.
Mhm.
But like it didn't hit me at that tender young age that like, yo, these women be like bumping coochies. You know what
Wow.
I'm
Hmm. Oh,
saying?
they were doing much, much, much more than that.
Dude, them stabs wasn't just for fighting evil.
um,
um, yeah,
what? Oh,
I
go
can't
ahead.
remember. No, I was just saying, I can't think of like the very first gay couple I saw in like cartoons and stuff. Hmm.
So what about gay person? Because did you ever think that James from Pokemon was gay?
Yeah, yeah. I think I was still watching Pokemon in like my teenage years, and but I only thought James was gay because he was different from what normal masculinity was. What I understood then to be like, what is it to be a man and what is it to be a straight man and what is it to be a straight black man? I was like, James is not any of those things. James is only a man. He's none of the other things. But yeah, like, and I actually thought, you know what, low key, I was like, before I thought James was gay, I was like, oh no, James and Jesse, they're a match made in heaven. They're a couple. They just haven't realized it yet.
Okay. So you also didn't think that Jesse was gay because that's like a very queer coded couple.
Yeah. And like now, like being the age that I am and having the experience that I do, it's like, yo, like those are just that's a gay and a lesbian best friend couple right there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what's going on. But you know, I'm
Um,
so out of the know on this. This is not my experience.
did you ever see Ryuk as gay from Death Note?
The Shinigami?
Yes.
Not really.
Hmm.
And it's Ryuk.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that show in like ages.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, well, I never thought he was gay. No. Why? What makes him gay? Like, what are the signs? Like, because my gaydar is bad. I got to see you grab a dick for me to even start thinking you're gay.
Just he was very flamboyant. He always had fruit. I think
he always had fruit.
No, I think that
niggas can't eat fruit now, Jared.
I think that in that show they put in clues to suggest that he was gay.
I feel like I never tried to speculate on Ryuk's sexuality because I was like, he's a Shinigami. Like he doesn't have that urge. He's not living that life. But I would not have been surprised if at one point in the story they had been like, oh yeah, Light like guys too. I'd be like, it makes sense. Because Light, he was just like, it's like something here.
Something here is
pinging my gaydar.
So on that same level, do you think that and we're speculating, and according to you, this is not what we're supposed to do, but I just have to know this one. Do you think that
I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the community. I only get things second, third hand, you know.
Do you think that and I'm probably gonna butcher his name, Orochimaru is gay? Did I say it wrong?
It's Orochimaru.
Okay, yeah, him. Do you think that he's
Orochimaru?
Gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Orochimaru. I thought Orochimaru goes both ways, and he's a rapist. Like he's taken, like from little kids, and he's a pedophile. Like Orochimaru, he was playing with Sasuke private parts. He was playing with Sasuke private parts. That's why he came back like that. Like Sasuke got groomed between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. When he came back, Sasuke had got groomed.
Okay. I don't think all of
that.
I
don't. But let me ask you this: do you think so? If we go down this path where Sasuke and Orochimaru had a unconventional sexual relationship.
Wow.
And unconventional because of a huge age gap, not because of their sexualities. Do you think Orochimaru was catching or throwing? Was he pitching or receiving?
Now that is the unspoken rule that you're not supposed to talk about in gay culture.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'm not supposed to. Oh, so I can wonder if you gay, but I can't wonder if you been in the doing
you're the top or the bottom. No, you.
But
can't.
I want to know. Not all the time, but sometimes I be wanting to know. Because I've been surprised. And I'll be like, yo, I'm like, what?
No.
Like a chihuahua fucking a Rottweiler.
I really think that he was gay. I think that he loved the pervy sage. And I think
he's in love with Jiraiya.
Yeah, and I think that that's one of the main reasons why he turned evil, because he was in love with the pervy sage.
Because you couldn't get none of that pervy penis.
Yeah. But yeah, I really love anime, because anime really took me into this gay world. They had a lot of queer coded characters, but in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
gay,
anime does.
what you say?
I said anime does. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I just thought of
But
you. Excuse me.
in the anime world, in the comic book world, it is a trend, like Jesse, like Orochimaru, like Frieza, who we didn't mention,
Mm.
to have. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You
To
mentioned Frieza, and I thought Frieza was a woman for so long.
He's
And it was like
definitely a
Frieza's like, yeah,
queen.
I'm like, the what?
Frieza is the biggest queen. I love him.
I was like, yo, Frieza is okay, Frieza.
But
Yeah, man.
but all these people, it has been a trend for um these queer coded characters to actually start off as villains in the Marvel universe. Well,
Mm.
in comic books and anime. Like Mystique
Because
is
you got your girl Ursula from Little Mermaid. Oh, you
Ursula.
think Ursula was straight?
No.
The
Well,
octopus
okay.
witch.
Ursula was based off a drag queen, a famous drag queen from
Yes.
Florida.
Yes. We know this.
Making her a woman, I don't know. I don't see Ursula as being a drag queen. So I don't
Oh,
think that
I'm just
she's
saying
gay.
Ursula was like, this might not be a great way to refer to it, but Ursula was a stud. Um
You in
or
that
no,
bra?
maybe not a stud. Maybe not a stud. Maybe she was just like butch. Like a butch queen or something like that.
Okay. If she
She
was
was
more mass
mass.
presenting
Massive.
lesbian, but um possibly. I don't see it. I'm not good with lesbians. Women like to do anything they want to whenever they want to do it, and it's none of my business what they do.
Fair enough.
But
Jared, I want to go back to what you said before. You're not supposed to speculate with someone's I guess position
mhm,
in the gay world.
mhm.
How does that affect hooking up though? Because like or like dating in general, because you're not supposed to talk about it. Do you
Yeah.
just wait till you get to the bedroom and like see what everybody pulls out, see what everyone does?
No.
Because
No, you don't.
I mean, I think
That's
it's simple
a
for straight people because like when I approach a woman, it's like I know she's.
I mean, she doesn't have a dick and a hole. So,
I mean, but there are women you meet who be like, oh, I know she got a backpack.
oh, okay. I know what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so in most cases, I know in the olden days, they had the handkerchief policy, which was
Okay.
you would wear a certain color handkerchief in your back pocket, and that's
Mm.
how people knew what position you did. Nowadays,
Mm.
I think that because there are a lot of feminine people who are tops and a lot of masculine people who are raging bottoms,
Raging power bottoms.
power bottoms. You just,
Oh,
I mean, if you're not in a position or area where you can freely ask them, you just take them to the side and say, you know, what do you like to do?
okay.
Anyways, there have been a lot of straight people who have written gay people in comics and anime, but they have made them villains. Like the very first
Mhm.
gay character for DC, his name was Extrano. And I'm probably saying this name wrong because his name has a little squiggly over the end. so I don't really know how to say it. But he is the first villain.
Yeah, the squiggly is like it makes it like a watch extraño.
Oh, okay, cool.
Extraño.
Um, but yeah, he was like one of the first gay people in comic books. You know, he was also a villain. And then he was also a very flamboyant villain. Um,
Mm.
in in
I feel like that's a hard characteristic to use to tell because that's a lot of superheroes, villains, comic book people in general are very flamboyant. That's like a that's like par for the course. That is a this like part of the style because you look at folks like Doctor Strange, hella flamboyant, straight,
But then if you look at the Joker,
even more flamboyant. I can see the Joker like having sex with a man.
yeah, yeah. Um, but also if you look at Pied Piper, who was this Flash villain, um, he was just came out as gay, but he has always been very flamboyant.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name.
He's the
Um,
Piper.
One thing about the Pied Piper, you know, that story, the Pied Piper played his pipes and lured children away, which goes into this very Republican ideology of all gay people are pedophiles and they take children and they want them to be, they want to indoctrinate the kids.
That's a fear
Um,
tactic, man, because they say that about black folks. They just want to like turn your kids into gangsters. About women want to make all the little boys soft. That's just a fear tactic.
yeah, but it's a fear
With
tactic.
anything that's different, because when it came to the Jews was doing stuff to the kids. The Catholics doing stuff to the kids. Some of I'm gonna start giving examples.
Yeah, it's a fear tactic, but it's a fear tactic that, you know, when you see it in comic books and the Flash has to defeat him for the force of good, it doesn't do much, you know, for the culture, I guess.
Yeah, and I want to believe that we're sort of moving past that. Like, I want to believe that we're getting to a point where we are realizing that there are good and bad people of every race, color, creed, and orientation. Like, there are good and bad white people. There are good and bad black people. There are good and bad gay people. There are good and bad lesbians, or I don't know where else to go from there.
So I do know that bad lesbians exist in Marvel Comics with Mystique and Destiny. I
Mm,
cannot think of one current villain who is in the LGBT that is a male in comic books at all.
mm, mm. I'm not gonna be able to think of one either.
I definitely cannot.
Sinestro,
Who?
Sinestro, flamboyant.
Yeah, but he has a girlfriend in the comics.
Just because you have a girlfriend today, don't mean you won't be taking pipe tomorrow.
You're
Or
right. You're right. And he's an alien. I don't know, you know, that alien culture.
sexual orientations even work the same way for
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
Very
I
philosophical conversation.
very philosophical. But Sinestro, I can't think of one who is openly homosexual or even
Because I definitely thought
bisexual.
Sinestro was gay when I first saw him. I was like, oh,
Really?
this man.
Why
I
would
was
you
like,
think that?
all this
Because
yellow
he's
thin
yellow,
mustache.
his skin color?
Wait a minute, his skin color was not yellow; it was purple, but also did not help.
Okay. Like
And
Sinestro
just
is
like
yellow, ain't he?
just like how he used to talk and like engage with folks, Sinestro is like purple, like a pink purple color.
Oh yeah, he is. And that's just his costume. Um, yeah, but that flam I'm not gonna say flamboyant, that bombastic way of talking, that's like Doctor Doom. And I know Doctor Doom isn't gay.
Mm, I feel first off, I feel like Doom would say like something like Doom fucks who he wants when he wants. because he is Doctor Doom.
Wow.
And anyone should should marvel in the privilege or something like that.
He
Anyway,
does have a lot of robots that look exactly like him, so who knows?
and Sinestro, I think was always like I wouldn't say Sinestro talked like Doom. Like definitely they both had like this grandiose thing going on, but like Sinestro was definitely more like I don't know. Like the best word that comes to mind because the listeners can't see me is like he was definitely more feminine about his. And when I say that, his was like softer, his was like more catty, it was more it was more like looking down your nose as opposed to like I'm the greatest, like you're not as good as me.
So in that vein, do you think that Luthor is also gay?
I think Luthor is closeted
Oh, okay.
because his rage, like he's like, oh, this is a closeted white man who cannot accept who he really is and takes it out on everybody else.
Hmm. Okay.
And he takes it out on Superman the most because he's in love with Superman. He's like, yo, I want Superman to pipe me down, but I can't come out, and I know Superman ain't into that. So I'm finna kill his ass because if I can't have him, no one can.
Wow.
But it all
That
makes
was the
sense.
whole story, like that you just made up in your head.
But it makes sense, does it not? The evidence is there, Jared. Back me up.
I don't see it. I
Shut up,
don't see it.
Jared.
I don't see it because when Superman wasn't there, he built a utopia. Like
and made monuments to Superman in the Utopia.
they look more like him.
And he would be like, yo, like the world has suffered like a great loss without Superman. Like,
I'm
he was
talking
our
about in Red Sun, the comic book.
I'm not reading Red Sun, but I'm talking about in like Justice League and shit. And
Mm.
like in the in other comics, not Red Sun, when he made this utopia, he would build monuments to Superman. And he would always talk about like, we gonna miss Superman. He was the best of us.
He definitely loves Superman, but it's like a pro love, I think.
I don't I mean, okay. I think you know what? I'll change one point about this. I think I think Luthor wants to pipe Superman instead of the other way around.
I
Because
could
he has
see that
because he
because
has like this
be,
power.
yeah, that power thing. I could see that only because of the power thing, not because of actual sexual attraction thing with Luthor. This is so weird talking about this.
I think there's so much sexual attraction between Superman. Well,
Really?
between Luthor, like Luthor to Superman, because
Mm.
this man is obsessed,
Okay, okay.
and you can't be that obsessed without wanting that.
Um, I just Googled LGBT supervillains. Of course, it's a ton of um uh what is this? B-list super villains and women. But then they also have Electro on here as bisexual. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Not for Electro.
I have not seen it either. Um, they have Mysterio on here, the chameleon. So basically, the Sinister Six is like a gay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can see that for the Rhino.
Really?
I like the Rhino is just like a bear that needs a hug.
Yeah.
Right? He's like angry all the time, and either he's angry or he's like sad and depressed.
Mm.
But he never gets to like be himself, and everyone sees him and expects him to be. He got the whole horn, which is like a symbol for like penetrating.
I'm so tired of you.
Everybody expects him to penetrate everything, and he's just like, I just want someone to hold me and let me know that it's okay to not have to penetrate things.
And I would give him that
I want
hug.
someone to I want someone to release me from that burden.
Wow. Um, there is one person, a very flamboyant character. He is not known in the Marvel universe as being gay, but he is very flamboyant. If he was gay, I would be happy because he's very evil. He's extremely evil. But what do you think about Mr. Sinister?
I think Mr. Sinister is another one of those people who like, oh, I fuck whoever, and in Mr. Sinister's case, whatever I want, because I guarantee he's genetically engineering some bullshit to have sex with. Like, I don't know, like a woman with 3 tits and fur, so she's comfy. I have no idea.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I do think that Mr. Sinister might be. I would love to see them go into that. Um, who is that person in Counter Earth? I think he's a furry.
I don't know about that, but I do. You remember the scene in The Boys where the Deep was like
The
trying
High
to include
Evolutionary.
the octopus? Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
Um,
The Deep.
yeah, the Deep. He was trying to like include that octopus in on like his little freaky stuff.
He
That doesn't make him queer necessarily. But they never disclosed the octopus's gender. So
they never did, and that was just weird, and that was raping that animal because that animal could
no, that
not
animal
get
wanted to
the
be a part
sex.
of it. No, because he was like, because the Deep could talk to animals, and
Oh
like
yeah.
he was having sex with a girl, and he was like, "Oh, you like that?" He was like, "Yeah,
Wow.
like, I'm gonna get all up in there." He's like, "Yeah,
That's
keep talking."
that is insane. But yeah,
Man, I feel like the Deep man is just like a regular dude, a regular horny dude, bro.
well, everybody in the boys is just a regular, horny, nasty, disgusting dude with violence and
Wait a
superpowers.
minute. Being horny doesn't make them nasty and disgusting.
Being horny with superpowers.
That also does not make them nasty and disgusting.
I mean, the
They
stuff
are
that we
nasty and
saw
disgusting
them
in their
do.
own rights.
Well, the stuff that we saw them do.
Makes them nasty and disgusting. Sure, sure. But don't say it like, oh, you horny, you nasty.
Wow. Um,
I be
okay.
horny all the time.
Okay, so let's just end that discussion right there. There are tons of gay people that we are seeing, and I've been watching a lot of BL anime. DeMarcus, this stuff is so all they do is cry. I don't want to be touched, but I love you. And it's so weird because a lot of this BL anime is like a teacher and a student. Like it's like
I can see you
crazy.
getting tired of that. But that's
Yeah.
also like a big trope in like Japanese anime in general. Like they have a lot of uh like um woman teacher falls in love with boy, or little girl student falls in love with male teacher. Like that's a lot. I think that's just like a kink in Japan, so it works its way a lot into their media. Just like the whole step relative thing is a thing in America, and so that works its way into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You're
Okay. Well, yeah, it's just very
you're
weird.
not actually related, Jared.
But that in China they did outlaw um gay people in media. So there's a lot of queer coded anime coming out, and I just saw one um called I don't know what it's called, but I just saw one, and it was the best story ever. I wanted them to have sex, but of course they couldn't. But yeah, I definitely wanted them to have sex. I wanted them to get it on. It's about this guy who is um pushed out of heaven because he is doing wrong things. He goes around, he meets this other demigod, and they fall in love throughout the course of the episode. It's called Heaven's Official Blessing. I love Heaven's Official Blessing, even though,
I feel like I was watching that. And
really,
it's like a Chinese anime,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
Yeah, I was watching that while I was in Costa Rica. Speaking of, I'll tell you later.
okay. And of course, I'm watching, I said before, what is this thing called? Oh my God, I'm forgetting everything. Because I haven't watched anime in a while, but this BL anime from Mappa, um, what's it called?
When you say BL anime, I always hear like DL anime first, and I'm like, why you don't download?
Yeah. Yeah, I do too, actually. But this anime is actually really good. It's set in America, but of course they're all talking Japanese, and it has a lot of black people. The thing is, though, I stopped watching because he goes to jail and he keeps getting raped in this jailhouse, and I'm like, is this a thing? Like, why does he keep getting violated like this? And that's only, and I think I stopped at episode 4 or 5. So yeah, I was over it. Then it's like called Dead Fish or something. Something about fishes. Okay. But that is it. I'm gonna stop the conversation right there. We kind of went long. So we're gonna come right
I was
back.
enjoying it. I let it go long because I was enjoying it.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yes.
We are gonna come right back. We're gonna take a quick break, come right back, and we're gonna answer your questions.
Actually, I have a different
Uh-oh.
idea. Let's end with another game this time.
Oh, so you don't want to do questions?
Yeah, we won't do questions this time. We'll end with another game.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I would
right.
like that.
On Black Geek
Right.
Energy.
On Black Geek Energy. Scratch back my heel a little bit. Welcome back. And so we're gonna mix things up a little bit. And instead of doing your questions, we'll do them next week. We're gonna play another game. For LGBT. Is it LGBT like month or something? Is March LGBT month? I know it's
March
Women's
is
History Month.
Women's History Month.
That's what.
LGBT month is in like July, but I celebrate it in
Mm,
February
mm,
for
mm,
Black
mm.
History Month.
Okay, bet. Because LGBT history is Black history.
Yeah.
All power to all the people.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. This is a one-off game. We probably won't play it again until like June or July, whenever LGBT month is. But the name for the game I have in my head is wild, but we will just go with it.
Say it.
The name of the game is Make It Gay.
Okay.
So, Jared, what's going to happen is I am going to give you couples,
Okay.
and you are going to have to make them gay. Give them like a nice meet cute or like love story, however you want to do it. They've been together for a long time, or they just met, and this is how it happens. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a few, and
Okay.
it's gonna be up to you to make them gay
All right. Let's see.
and make it good. If it's not good, this whole thing just gets offensive.
All right. Okay. So will I be awarded points on this or?
No, there's no winners or losers. This is just a fun game to play. And I guess we'll let we'll let the audience decide whether you did a good job or a bad job, and that'll be how you win or lose. But
Okay.
it's just critique to
Okay.
make you better for next time.
I hope I know these characters.
You will, and if not, I'll explain them to you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
See, this is how you start a game. You got all the rules. I ask if you're ready, if you understand. All right.
I will remember that for next time.
Anyway, so first couple, Spider-Man Peter Parker and Edward Elric, the Full Metal Alchemist.
Mm, okay. Um, so Spider-Man is once again not doing what he's supposed to be doing. When he is supposed to go for a meeting with J. Jonah Jameson,
Mm-hmm.
he instead um is out getting pizza in New York City. In
Mm-hmm.
walks Elric, and
Mm-hmm.
he, he's finished with the Brotherhood. He's on to his next chapter in life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot what happened at the end of that show because it was so boring.
Mm-hmm.
But he's finished with that, and he's in there to
So
get pizza.
Edge is in like at the end of the show, it was like in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have, or either he got his real arm back.
I remember that
He still
part.
has like a fake leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they meet in a pizza place. Peter is just sitting looking out the window. He's kind of sad because um uh Mary J and him are fighting at the moment because he never has time for him. And then someone screams for help. He goes out to run and get them. He passes by Eldrick and he says, "Excuse me." And when he says, "Excuse me," they just look in each other's eyes, and it's kind of like slow mo. And he goes to help him, and then Eldrick follows him behind, and he recognizes the shape of Peter Parker. He's like, could it be? So he follows him back when he is changing out of the costume, and he sees him shirtless
Mm.
with just the Spider-Man pants on, and he says, "So it was you." And then that's how they meet, and then
Mm.
they
And
begin
then
to,
he just fall in love off of
yeah, they
Peter's
start
shirtless
falling in
body.
love.
How does Eric get into that universe? Into like, let's assume it's our universe.
The 616? I don't
Yeah.
know. He so at the end
I think you
of,
could have. I think you could have did better because I think you could have went with your because you like Full Metal Alchemist, No Brotherhood better.
yeah. And at
And
the
at
end
the
of
end of
that, he
that
was
one,
in
he was
our
in
universe.
he was in our universe.
But our
So you could,
universe isn't the 616.
but still, you could have been like, oh, he did that alchemist thing. At the end of his story, lands in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man rounds up on him, thinks he's a villain. They fight a little bit. The fight.
I'm tired of people fighting when they see each other. It's like two
I
heroes
mean, you know
fighting.
what I'm saying? He got these alchemy powers. He ain't supposed to be here. I think it would be more realistic. All right, time. Let's give you another one. Let's give you another one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thor and Inuyasha.
I've never seen Inuyasha, but I know the gist of him.
Right. They
Um,
both have like magical weapons that are connected to them.
yeah. Uh,
Like there's a lot you can play with there.
that girl in that universe, since I have to think about how he gets
No, no,
into
no, no.
that
Let's leave
universe.
that out this time. I think that was like an easy. I thought that was low hanging fruit for like the Full Metal Alchemist thing, but for Thor, he can travel the nine realms, so he can find his way to their universe.
All right. So Dora's traveling the nine realms and he lands in this universe with Inuyasha. But he is coming in, he's fighting the um this ultra powerful um demi lord, and then that girl who Inuyasha is always with. She
Mm-hmm.
actually gets too close, thinking that it's one of her demons, but it's one of his demons, and she gets electrified. So then,
Mm.
so then, Dor defeats the demon. He flies down. He says, "Oh no, young maiden, what happened?" And at first, Inuyasha's mad, but he sees Thor in like all his tattered clothing, and he's like, "And who are you? You look kind of strong." And then Dor says who Thor is, and then Inuyasha says who he is, and then Inuyasha just attacks him. But when they start wrestling, their eyes meet,
Mm.
and their noses brush against each other. And then
Mm.
Door's on top of him, and he slams him down on the ground. and they just look at each other and they're just in silence. And then that's how they meet.
Okay, okay. Um, what about Kagome? Like, because Kagome's still in love with Inuyasha. Inuyasha, I'm assuming, still has feelings for Kagome, or is this the moment where Inuyasha realizes his true sexuality and it's like, oh yeah, Kagome, we just gonna be homeboys. Daps her up.
Yes. As I said, I don't watch that show. I just like get the gist. So I don't know. She always hits him, right?
Yeah, she does always hit him.
Yeah.
Or
So
makes him like, all right, uses the little necklace to like subjugate him. All right, you watch both of these, and I think you're fans of both of these ones. Wonder Woman and Sailor Moon.
mm,
I
okay.
think this is a good one.
All right.
It's like some age play here. They could have been these two. They could have been dating for a minute. You don't have to start at the beginning. Start in the middle or something.
I like the beginning.
Okay,
Um,
tell us about the beginning. How did they meet?
because something happened, and then Sailor Moon went to the moon and she came back on a different Earth without Darien. As she landed in Demascara. Of course, this new person in Demascara, those warrior women are very protective of their land. And
Mm.
and at first Wonder Woman isn't there, but there's a ton of ladies there. So Sailor Moon lands in Demascara. First she's sad, but then one Amazonian comes to her room at night and they hit it off. Then another, then another, then another.
Wait
And
a
then
minute. So these
finally,
Amazonians is going in seducing Sailor Moon
I
one
mean,
after the other.
I mean,
They just running a train on Sailor Moon.
this is not the same night. Like this is like separate nights, but
Oh, so she gets. They're not running the train, but they passing her around.
they're not passing her
Poke, poke,
around.
pass.
She's no, she's having sex with him and they're having sex with her. And then,
So they're passing her around, and she's willingly doing it. Let me stop
yeah,
interrupting.
but Sailor Moon is just having sex because her grief is getting away from not being around Darian. And then one day um Diana comes back to the mascara, and while they're walking in the hallway, their eyes meet, and Sailor Moon bumps into her, and clumsy Sailor Moon, she falls, and then Diana reaches her hand out, and then she lifts up Diana, but then when she lifts her up, it's just kind of hard because Diana's super strong, and then
Mm.
it comes too close, and when she yanks her up, like they accidentally kiss, and then they just can't
Mm.
stop. That's how
So
they
Sailor
meet.
Moon's a slut. Sailor Moon getting slutted and gutted on Themyscira. Getting licked and split left
Wow.
and right
Wow. Every
until she
man's
meets.
fantasy.
Not really. I think I fell off of lesbian porn a long time ago.
Really?
It's nothing for me there, man. Nothing for me there.
Mm.
Can't see myself in I
So,
don't feel
are,
represented.
are there any black people in this, or
Um,
or
let me
do
see if I
they
can get you a black.
do
Let me
they
see if I can
only
get you a
know
black.
white people? Because Black Geek
let's
Energy and
let's do because I want to get you two women again because we did two
okay.
men. So we're gonna do one more, and I wanted to have two women. Let's do. But there's just not a lot of black women in anime. But you know what? I'm gonna give you this. You have. Here's what I'm gonna give you. You got Storm,
Mm-hmm.
Aurora Monroe,
Yes.
and Katara of the Water Tribe.
All right. So the Beyonder,
The
uh,
Beyonder. To
transports both Storm and Katara, because they both
the
have
war
sex.
world. Because they
Yeah,
gotta
to the
fight.
war world. They got to fight. And he
Mm.
wants to see it. And he's up there with his popcorn. and he's like, Storm and
Is there a hole
Katara.
cut in the bottom of the popcorn?
Storm and Katara, you have very similar powers. Now fight. And at first they're like, I'm not gonna fight her. No, Storm's like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna fight her. I'm Storm, the majestic. I'm the Wind Rider. And then
Mm-hmm.
Katara's like, okay. And Katara hits her with a fireball. And then
Wait,
Storm,
wait, wait. Katara's the waterbender.
no, Katara's the avatar. She can do it all.
No, Korra is the Avatar. Katara,
Oh,
waterbender.
dang,
Yo, this nigga in names, y'all. Ruining
dang.
the game.
I had a whole thing with Korra.
But see, I had already said that I didn't want to give you like two masked women.
Okay, okay, okay. Korra, okay. Korra has to go to where's T'Challa from? Wakanda. Korra has to go to Wakanda because Namor has just came to Wakanda. He just invaded Wakanda, and she has to help pull the water out. And then afterwards, while she is pulling the water out, she is help heal the people of Wakanda.
Mm.
So um Storm is going around and she is, I don't know, blessing people with cold wind or whatever Storm can do in this crisis that Wakanda is facing. And she looks in on the sick. And of course, when Storm touches down, everybody wants her. She's Beyonce of superheroes. And everybody's trying to take pictures of her. And then the patient that Cora's with actually like sits up for the first time because she was hurt. She was like, and then she says, Storm? And then Cora says, no, no, sit down, sit down. And she is very um in in touch with everything that she's doing. Like she's very focused. And then Storm comes behind her and she says, did you call me? And then the patient's like, yes. And it's because Cora's not even looking at her and she's like, I'm healing her. If you could just give me one moment. She doesn't even look up at her.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
she's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, sorry. And then Storm puts her hand on her shoulder. And then the patient's like, I want her to stay. And then Cora's like, no, Katara's like, what? And she looks around and she sees the white hair and she sees the outfit and the abs. And then she's like, oh, you're Storm, the Beyonce of superheroes. And she's awe stricken. And then that's how they meet for the first time.
So it sounds like this one kind of leaves off in admiration and not love. But okay, cool. All right. How did you find that game, Jared?
It was fun. It was
Mm,
fun. I wish there were more Black people.
yeah. I had asked Chat GPT for the pairs at first. You know, Chat GP leans white.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
All right, guys. So tell us what you thought of this game. You can go on our comments and you can tell us if you thought this game was fun. On Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok, or you can tweet us at BGE_pod and tell us, how you enjoyed this game. You can also go in the podcatcher that you're listening to right now, rate us 5 stars if you like the game, or 1 star if you thought my stories were lame. And
It was a
just
little
let
soft.
what you say?
They were a little soft.
Oh wow. So you wanted them to have sex.
No, but I think you could have went in a bunch of different directions and you kind of like played the same story over and over. Like they meet and it's like, oh, it's you.
So what would you have done with storming
We'll
Qatar?
play next time. We'll spin it around next time and I'll do it.
All right.
But the next time we're on like a similar topic because I think it'd be kind of. I mean, well, whatever. Well, it's up to you, Jerry. Whenever you want to bring that game back.
Okay. So yeah. You can also go on this comment page, leave 5 stars and do all that jazz. And you can email us at blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. So, Demarcus, thinking about this episode, thinking about the queers, I can say it, and the people of the
If you can say
little,
it, I can say it.
I mean, it's very cringy, and the people of the little Tiggy Biggie community. Um, you
The
have made
who?
the Liggy Tiggy Biggie, the Liggy
The
Tiggy
Licky
Biggie.
Tiggy Biggie. Okay, cool.
Do you
I didn't know that was the. I didn't know that was a thing. But all right,
you
I'm
must not
game.
have gay friends. Any
You're my
final
only one.
words? I like being the only one, actually. I'm the only one you need. Any final words?
Um, let's see. We talked a lot about the queers and their representation in
That's
and off the
so
screen.
cringe.
In and off the screen. And some things that could be that probably never will. Um, what I hope you take from this episode is that you are in control of what you will be. And if that happens to be queer, or any other alternative lifestyle to what we've been programmed with, do it. You're the only one in your way. There's lots of representation out there, and it's building every day. We didn't really get dive into that, but you can be the representation for someone else. So I hope everyone out there finds the courage to be themselves and be comfortable with themselves, and find a community that supports who they are. Thank you for listening.
All right. That's our episode. See you next time on Black Geek Energy.
BGE out.
What's happening, my fellow geeks out there? It's a new year. Welcome to 2024. New me, or the same you. However you want to play it this year. I am here to tell y'all that I am in a much better space mentally, and a lot of that is due to getting, I'm not going to say the help I need, but having someone to talk to objectively, like that third party who's just there to give you advice and not really trying to put their own judgment on you, and also like kind of helping you, think through some of your thoughts. Maybe you're an external processor, maybe not. But you can do all of these things with BetterHelp.com. So you can be in the same place I am. You can be in a better place than I am. You can improve the way you think and the way you approach situations just by having someone to talk to about it that is not there to judge you, that is available at the send of a text, that you can switch them out if it's not working. If they're not giving you the advice you need, you can just say, hey, BetterHelp, give me someone else, and they'll find you someone else to partner with. Tell you it's an amazing service, and if you tell them we sent you, you're gonna get a discount, because why would we tell you to go if we're not going to hook you up? So go to betterhelp.com/BGEpod and tell them DeMarcus sent you.